Wagwan, my loves. It's Knowledge Butterfly. As always, sending you guys our peace, blessings, love, and abundance. I'm actually laughing at myself because I said I was done, okay, after I did the last video. So before you watch this video, you want to check out the video I just did, Full Moon in Aquarius, and I also gave you some ritual tips. So I'm actually going to give you a little bit more, I'm saying swag to, and everything, because what I'm going to do is an energy reading. I literally, when I was getting, cleansing myself from my head to my toes, I was like, I need to do the energy reading, all right? So you guys can know the type of energy that's coming into play right now in this full moon. So of course I did a tarot spread, and I also did a cardology spread. So for those of you who don't know, if you're new to my channel, I do a past, present, and a future reading. And that's the Godhead, that's the Holy Trinity, and that's so we can basically see the type of energy that we've already activated, and the energy, based upon the energy we activated, it opens up the window for what's presently happening right now. And then the energy, and activating the energy that's presently happening right now, then we're activating or opening the door for the next, the future energy to usher in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, all right? So the first card I pulled was the Seven of Wands. And I have been pulling a lot of sevens in the tarot cards, and sevens in the cardology cards. If you don't know what cardology is your regular deck of playing cards. So that is a ancient form of divination that actually began in Atlantis, and in the land of Mu as well, Lemuria, however you want to pronounce it, okay? But basically, just like we have the tarot cards, and we each have a birth card, which is one of the major arcana cards. The playing cards, there are 52 cards, and each one of the cards is assigned to multiple days throughout the year, except for the Joker. The Joker card is only assigned to December the 31st. That's the only day of the year. So only people who are born on December 31st have a Joker card. Everybody else have cards either from the hearts, the clubs, the diamonds, or the spades. And they all have different meanings. I won't get into that right now. Actually, I will most likely very soon do a video about the cards and what each one of the suits mean, so like which season each one of them are, and so on and so forth, all right? But not right now. So getting back into it, I pulled the Seven of Pentacles, and if you look at this card, you see a man that's working. He's putting in that work. He's we know that the Wands is about action, all right? It's the fire element. So he's over here planting his wands. He's planting his seeds. He's tilling the ground. And if you notice, in between his feet is water. So there's a stream of water right here. All right. And so he's planting on fertile ground. Now, we know if there is no water in the ground, it turns into the desert. So it's not fertile. It's not a lot of life that grows. It's not a lot of, green. However, the ground he's planting on, it looks pretty firm. You don't see a whole bunch of like big hills, mountains, or obstructions in his way. And this is what a lot of us have been doing. A lot of us have been planting these seeds, spiritual seeds and physical seeds. We've been putting in the work by releasing things that no longer served us, and transmuting that and bringing in things that we want to manifest into our lives. So we've been planting the right seeds, and that's literally what this card is showing us. So I'm gonna make this a short reading, guys. All right, guess what the next card we got? Guess what the next card I pulled? I could not make this up, y'all. Bam! I pulled the motherfucking Star. The motherfucking Star. The Star is actually one of my birth cards. One of two. I have the Star and I have Strength. So the Star is the Aquarius card. And what full moon are we in, y'all? Aquarius, okay? And then my other card is Leo, which is the opposing sign. So my cards are opposing signs. Leo was me active. The Leo was my was the new moon energy, and activating that, and my full moon energy is Aquarius. Boom. The water bearer. So when I look at this card, I see a whole lot of abundance. I see allow my star to shine. I see, first off, there are 7 stars. There are 7 white stars. There are 4 on this side, 3 on this side, and that represents your 7 chakras. And this one in the very middle is that illumination. Okay, is when you're standing out from the crowd. Is when your star is so fucking bright that people have no choice but to see you. You feel me? And then as you can see, the 2 pails in the hand, first off, they're red, and the red to me represents the root chakra. So pour out a little bit for my homies. All right, pouring out a little pouring out a little something something. So basically pouring down that knowledge and that wisdom, and also our abundance, because my cup is full. Our cups are full, so we're able to pour into other people, and we're doing that by allowing our star to shine. So whether you're doing YouTube videos and you're sharing knowledge, whether you are a singer, whether you are a poet and you know it, whether you write books, whatever you do, this is the energy that we have activated, and this is in line with the full moon. This is the number 17 card, and the number 8 is the money, honey. If you don't know, the number 8 is about the money. In Chinese astrology, and just in that occult shit and in that ancient knowledge, the number 8 is always been associated with money. So a lot of the Chinese make sure that they keep the number 8 around them at all times. So they might keep the number 8 in their wallet and carry that around with them or whatever, to ensure that they always have abundance. They might keep the number 8 around their cash register, those types of things. So this is definitely saying that money is raining down on us. All right, it's plenty more that I could talk about, because we have a red cardinal sitting here in a tree, right here on the left hand side as well. And we know that trees also mean abundance and fertility and all those things. So we're very fertile, we're very abundant. And then every time I see a bird, I always think of it, a bird's eye view, the God eye. I always think about that. So this star right here is literally saying that we've tapped into our God eye, and we are just, shining, 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 shining. That's my song, Beyonce. I was jamming to that yesterday. So this is an 8-pointed star, again tied to the number 8. All right, which is also, number 8 is significant with money, power, and success. All right, and then the last card, this is the future card. All right, so I gave you the past, which was the 7 of Pentacles. I gave you the present, which was the star, and the future is the 9 of Pentacles. And a lot of times they try to say negative things about the 9 of Pentacles. However, if you look at her, she is in the center. There are 2 trees on either side of her. So again, she's that center. She's that balance. She's the middle pillar in the tree of life. She has beautiful pentacles all around her. She has 6 pentacles stacked up on this side and 3 on the other side. So it's like the 3 right here is representing the Godhead, the Holy Trinity. And then this is the balance of the masculine and the feminine energies, the yin and the yang. The number 6 is actually representative of the 6 pointed star, which is the balance of your yin and your yang energy. And we know that Pentacles is about the money. So you notice that there's a lot of fertile things around her, from the trees to grapes to the bushes, and then the sun. The sky looks yellow behind her. She also has on this yellowish color, and that's her solar plexus. And to me, it also kind of reminds me of this yellow star. So it's like your solar plexus is representative of your willpower, and it's also your confidence. And because you have that confidence in yourself, you're making things happen. You're confident and you trust in that whatever you do is gonna happen. And I literally just felt my solar plexus like open up, like something serious, right? Just from me saying that. She also has a red beret on, and then she has this red collar. So again, that's physical manifestation. She got the physical on lock. She's confident in herself. She's confident in what she knows, and she's a very rich bitch. Like, she's very, very rich, y'all. Very rich in my Nene leaks. Shout out to Real Housewives of Atlanta. She also has a bird. So we have 2 cards where there are birds, and she's lovingly looking at her bird, which to me also is significant of, it's almost related to or closely related to the serpent energy from the ancient Egyptians. All right, so being illuminated. All right, and it looks like there's a snail that's in front of her, and snails always represent timing. They always represent things happening in divine timing, because the snails are not very quick, you know what I'm saying? But this is representative of, it took her time to get here, but she's here now. All right, and then now I'm going to jump into the cardology reading. The past card is a 3 of spades. This is the energy that we have activated and we're coming out of. This energy is representative of a crossroads, and you can tell that with really any of the 3 cards, because you have the different polarities. So you have what is as above, and you have as below, and then you have the center. All right, so the center is representative of us. So we have to choose a path. Do we want to do the spiritual, or do we want to do the mundane physical? And the card, as you can see, is pointed upwards. So we chose a physical path. Now, if it was pointing downwards, the opposite way, we would have chose physical over spiritual. Therefore, we would have had more of a weight on our shoulders, and we would have been overloaded with work and feeling like we have to work so hard in order to achieve our goals. However, because we chose the spiritual path, we are in tune with our Holy Trinity, with our God self, and with our God mind and our spirituality. Therefore, the physical just falls in line, because we chose the path of least resistance, and this opens up the door to a lot of creativity. So we've been very creative. All right. Last year was actually my year of creativity, because that was my personal year number 3. I'm in a personal year number 4, and I am still going to do a video talking about what the personal numbers mean, and also getting into how mine's is actually, my personal number is aligned with my age as well. So like, I'm in a personal year 4, which is a year of building, and I'm 40 years old. The 0 behind the 4 adds an extra energy to it, so that unlocks a whole bunch of potential. That's why 40 is a major number in the Bible as well, for anybody who's used to be in Christianity. But that's a whole nother thing. Will break that down. So that, even I got an epiphany with that as to why I got 10:11 right here on the clock. An epiphany with that as well, why the number 44 was coming up to me a lot, or coming up for me personally, is because I'm in a 44 year. I'm 40 years of age, and I'm in a 4 building year. So 40 plus 4 is 44. So the ancestors are telling me this is my year to tap into my ancient DNA and to make things happen. And so everything is aligned for me to do it. I just have to follow my soul's purpose and do it without caring about what anybody else think, and be my authentic self, no matter what a nigga think about it. All right. And then another low vibration, if the card was turned this way, is if you would deal with a lot of stress because you're overloaded with work. This is actually my older sister's birth card, come to think about it. Also, this card has to do with luck. So we have activated luck. We've activated creativity. We've activated the higher side of this card, not the lower side. All right. Now that leads us to the present card. Presently, bam, the Nine of Hearts. Now the Nine of Hearts, excuse me, my head is itching. The Nine of Hearts has to do with you, again, being that middle, that center. And it came up like this instead of like this. And to me, this means, because the number 9 has to do with being a universal giver. A lot of times people associate it with being a humanitarian. But to me, it's like, with the heart down, we are able to give to others now, because again, our cup is full. So these two cards go together. So our cup is full, so we're able to give to others and, start to fill other people's cups, because our cups are overflowing. This cup in cardology actually has to do with being a counselor, a therapist to people. And I know for me personally, a lot of people have always come to me for advice, have always asked me about relationship advice, even when I'm not in a relationship, even when I was like fucking bananas and was very angry and didn't really know how to express my emotions without like flipping the fuck out. That's why they call me Miss Flippy. At least my uncle called me Miss Flippy, because I would flip the fuck out, like, because I held on to things. So now I'm able to give that universal love and be the absolute counselor, and that's what Heal Soul is about. So this actually is in correlation with my business, Heal Soul. And so this is also making a wish and a wish coming true. You know what I'm saying? So this is that type of power and energy, but it really has to do with a lot of like healing, spiritual work, therapy. All right. And then the future card, that 10 of diamonds, shine bright like a diamond. Yes. Put it there right in your face. In your face. In the face. Shout out to Eddie Murphy and Coming to America, one of my favorite movies of all time. Let Your Soul Glow. Shout out to B.O.B. and Brother Panic for that album, because that soul glow, let it shine. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So the 10 of diamonds has to do with windfalls and abundance. And abundance. And abundance. It also has to do with winning the lotteries and celebrity status as well. So this card right here, nigga, this card right here, and then we also know that the number 10 is the deity number. This is the balance of the yin and the yang. The 1 is the yang and the 0 is the yin. So this is having the balance inside of yourself. Therefore you have activated raindrops pouring. This card reminds me of, today is Thursday, I got poured on. I think it was Saturday. I got drenched. Me and my sister had met at the Reggae Fest, and when I was coming back, it was raining, like pouring down raining, and I had to go in the store. So I got really wet, but I got in a cold store, and I allowed it to, as I was shopping, it, slowed down, so it wasn't coming down. But start walking and got on the street, walking to the house, start pouring down again. And then one of the young kings, he picked me up or whatever and took me home. But as it was raining on me, instead of me being upset about it, I was like, look at all this abundance pouring down on me, filling up my cup. That was my mental state, and that was my thought process, and that's what I said out loud. And therefore, speak those things into existence, y'all. We are the creators. All right. I also have my sage, so I'm gonna burn this on my altar. One other quick thing I can add to the altar, because I'm actually putting it together right now. Don't ever touch your altar if you haven't showered and bathed. Don't ever touch anything on your altar. Don't add anything new to your altar if you haven't cleansed it. If you haven't removed tags, like the price tags or little stickers on it, none of that should be on it. Anything you're gonna add to it must be cleansed. So I'm doing a Florida water. Let me get my Florida water in case you haven't seen it before. I'm back. I'm doing a Florida water bath. I actually showered in Florida water. And you could do a bath. You could do whatever. I have been doing a lot of showers lately. But also with the showers, to me, it kind of symbolizes this right here, pouring down on you. So being in the shower and letting the water pour down on you is like a symbol for me personally. But again, it's all about you and what works for you. But I have 2 elephants. One of them is my mother's elephant, a black elephant, and the other is my elephant. So I'm going to put both of those on the altar. But they are taking a Florida water bath right now, as well as there's this butterfly that I found in the drawer that I had added to my altar. I'm cleansing that right now before I put it back on the altar. And then I'm going to sage those, both of those, using my sage. So I really just wanted to add that for you guys. I'm looking at my altar right now to see if there's anything else. I'm utilizing 2 candles. I have a white creamy colored candle, and I have a candle that has 3 layers, a red, a white, and a green. So to me, that has to do with the root chakra, and then also it has to do with the heart chakra. And then the white, I'm using that to symbolize the solar plexus, and that has to bam and the bam, that solar plexus energy, because that's the intention I'm setting for it. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to make sure that I did an energy reading so you guys can know what type of energy we're going into right now with this full moon. So I appreciate you guys for watching my video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You can click on the button to subscribe to it, and if you have already subscribe to my channel and you're returning, I appreciate your love and your energy for returning back to my channel to get some of my, soak up some of this knowledge from this knowledge butterfly right here. Okay. Also, guys, in my description box, if you're new and you don't know I'm going to let you know. I have my social media pages so we can get social together. I've been posting way more lately, guys, just to let y'all know. I have my Instagram and my Facebook for my Knowledge Butterfly. I also have my Instagram for my business, Heal Soul, y'all. As well as I have my email address for my Heal Soul if you want to reach out to me to get a free consultation. Heal Soul deals with chakra balancing and chakra cleansing. I'm also Reiki certified, and I get my attunements on Saturday, so I will be able to do distance healing for you guys. And also, I do have my Cash App and my PayPal if you want to support my channel. So that's all I wanted to add, guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. Happy full moon day, guys. Peace.